In this paper, we show how to create HDR videos from SDR content in an unsupervised manner without the need of a pre-trained network. In our method, for each video that we want to convert from SDR to HDR, we first generate a tailored dataset using the input frames of the SDR video. Then, we train a CNN model using this generated dataset. Once the network is trained, we apply it to all frames of the input SDR video to obtain 4 extra exposures. Finally, these extra exposures are merged into HDR frames. The first step of our process is the dataset generation. In this step, we generate a training sample for each frame of the input SDR video. A training sample is composed of the input frame that is re-exposed, the input original frame, and the multiplicative difference between the two. At this point, we have a tailored dataset computed from the input SDR video. Our goal is to train our network to predict delta values by minimizing a loss composed of 3 terms. The first term, L delta, is the loss responsible for directly optimizing the residual mapping. The second term, Li, is responsible for the overall image mapping consistency. Finally, L tau maintains the temporal coherency at current frame t. Once the network is trained, we predict the delta differences for each frame. If we want to generate a lower exposure frame, we multiply the predicted delta by the input frame. Otherwise, if we want to predict a higher exposure, we divide the input frame by the predicted delta. This process can be repeated to the estimated lower and higher exposure frames. Finally, when we have predicted all exposures that we need, we can merge them using classic bracketing merging algorithms.